So here is the stand for the King. This is all the old original hosing and different valves. This post that's cut off comes all the way up, and then there's a bracket, which I'll grab here in a second. That's what his base mounts to. This piece right here, it's bent over, but when that's standing up straight, this is his foot tap. So his foot piece mounts to that, and that's what has his tap. So these are like the main air lines, the big things that fed the whole system back when, you know, it was originally set up. I honestly don't know how some of these other things are divided up, but you've seen from the other videos, I've redone all of that. So basically my next step for this is going to rip all of that stuff off. Obviously this will stay. I'm going to weld the post back together, and I've put wheels on mine just for ease of moving it around the house right now or out here in the garage because it weighs a ton. I'm hoping I've got a couple more I'm going to put here like in the center to kind of brace it up. This one already had a little bit of a bend to it when I got it, so I don't know what they did to this thing or why they cut that pole off, but I'm hoping I can get away with leaving the wheels on it even when he's mounted and just hitting the locks. And I figure if all of them are locked, that might be enough. It won't shake around too much, but that's going to be a trial and error kind of thing to find out. So that's my next step. So I'll do another little video when I get this stuff all cleaned off and we weld that pipe on, and I'll show you how the rest of that's set up. All right, so all the tubing's off, just removed everything. This is the extra part of the pole, again, where they cut it off here. I've already ground everything down, so the metal's prepped and ready to go. And then I'm going to see about welding it back on. This thing weighs a ton. So that's going to go like so. And then this portion here, you can see, has a pivot on it. And so when his plate mounts to that, that's what allows him to rock back and forth when the hydraulic cylinders, which will be his legs up here, tilt him back and forth as the top goes. So I'm going to go ahead and get this tacked in place and we'll go from there. All right, here we go. Not my finest welding job ever, but as kind of a goofy angle, and I just threw it together quick. So it's on, a little coat of flat black over the whole thing. It's a little bit better. So we're all good. I straightened out the foot bracket, so that's up right now. So when his foot gets mounted, that'll tap. And so like I was explaining before, this pivots here, here, and this can actually, well, rocks back and forth like that. It's a little stiff, but so that way when his legs come up each side, there's a hydraulic cylinder at each end that will push up, and that'll rock his whole body back and forth. And then if they both go up at the same time, that's when that tilts back, so he kind of like can almost throw his hips out like Elvis. So that's actually my next project, is getting the metal for the legs that didn't come with it when I bought it. Like I said, he was missing a lot of pieces, so I just kind of start from scratch. So I'm going to do my own setup for the legs. One of the guys who's actually already done these sent me pictures, and he's got big thick tube legs like this, like 1/4 inch thick wall tubing. I mean, that's got to be heavy as hell. So I'm not going to do that. I'm probably going to do either some square stock or maybe angle, and then I'm going to weld tabs on it so I can mount the cylinder on the inside of it and have access to all the hoses. The one that the guy showed me, I mean, the cylinders are down inside the tubes. It just seems like it would be a pain in the ass if you had to work on anything. So this way I get to do my own little setup. I mean, it's all covered by the costume anyway, so it really shouldn't matter. So no, that's out for now, and we'll keep on going.